Hi everyone, can you guys hear me out there? Just a few little okay, Nick, thank you. I'm just finishing setting up Facebook, just a small little glitch here on the Facebook side. So I'll be with you guys in just a moment, but if you want to start off on your mats in child's pose, get yourself set up. If you haven't already grabbed a bottle of water, a towel, if you have some props, a book will do, or a yoga block. I want to welcome you to our class tonight at 8:30 p.m. Power Yoga Canada live stream, Power Yoga. Welcome, my name is Leanne. I teach at the Leaside Studio, and I'm really excited to be here with you guys tonight. So if you want to get started in child's pose on your mat, and just give me another moment while we set up the Facebook side, and then we'll be ready to roll. Thank you. Okay, Facebook, I think we're here. Are we good on Facebook, Nick? Nick, can you just give me a little wave if we're good on Facebook? Okay, let's begin. So if you're just joining us now, welcome to Power Yoga Canada. My name is Leanne. I teach at the Leaside Studio. I'm really excited to be here with you tonight. A little bit of a different normal for everyone, and I'm really happy to practice with you. Even though I can't see you, know that I'm here with you. I will be offering modifications through breath and different poses, different ways you can modify, make it more intense or make it easier. So just relax and have fun. It doesn't have to be anything really hard. It doesn't have to be anything you overthink. Just have fun with it. So let's begin on our mats in child's pose. Take a deep breath. Inhale together. Fill up your lungs and slowly breathe out. Exhale. Let's do that again. Fill up. Take in every sip of air. Allow your hips to sink lower between your heels. Extend your fingertips to the top of your mat a little bit longer to elongate your spine. As you deepen your Ujjayi breath with every inhale and every exhale, getting fully empty. Take two more. Inhale together. Breathe out. Big breath. Fill up. Get empty. Press back to downward facing dog. Root down, press your fingertips and your knuckles firmly into your mat as you shoot your tailbone up and back. Find length through the backs of your legs as you direct your heels down towards your mat. Take a breath in, empty. Stay with your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, get fully empty as you set your drishti in between your heels, your gaze. Take one more breath. Inhale. Breathe out. Bring your toes to touch at the back of your mat. Lift your right leg high to the sky. Bend your knee and open your hips. If it feels nice to rotate out your ankle, take that on. Take one more breath. Fill up. Bring your foot back down to your mat. Toes to touch. Take your left leg high. Bend your knee and open through your hips. If it helps to lift your knee a little bit higher to get a little bit more rotation through your hip, take that on. Stay for one more big breath. Inhale. Exhale, toes to your mat. Walk your feet all the way to the top of your mat. Split your feet hip width distance apart. Grab a hold of opposite elbows. And we'll take ragdoll pose. Let the crown of your head hang heavy to the floor. Take a moment to shake out your head yes, or shake out your head no. If it feels nice to flutter your lips, take that on. Let go of anything that you're holding on to. Take a big breath. Inhale. Get empty. On your next breath, inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Fill up your lungs. Bring your hands into heart center. Press your thumbs into your chest and we'll begin our practice with 3 powerful ohms. Breathe in. Open your eyes. Take a new breath of air as you reach your arms up overhead. Come into forward fold. Take a half lift. Bring your hands to your mat, chaturanga. Take your time through your first chaturanga, option to drop to your knees. Open your chest on your up dog. Get empty. Downward facing dog. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Empty. 2 more. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to the top of your mat. Take a half lift. Exhale, bow. Root down, rise up. Take a back bend if it's there for you. Exhale, come to forward fold. Take a half lift. Hands to your mat, chaturanga. Option to jump back or step back. Take a new breath on your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a breath. Inhale. Empty. Shift your weight onto your toes on your next inhale. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Step or hop. Take a half lift. Exhale, bow. Root down, reach all the way up. Get long through your side body. Exhale, come to forward fold. Take a half lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Option to drop down to your knees at any time. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay for 1 inhale. Empty. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, bend, look forward, step or hop. Extend the crown of your head forward. Exhale, bow. Reach up. Take a back bend if it's there. Exhale, come to forward fold. Take a half lift. Step or shoot back, chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Inhale, come up onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop forward. Take a half lift. Exhale, bow. Root down, reach all the way up. Kimia, I can see you, great job. Exhale, forward fold. Take a half lift. Hands to your mat, high to low. We'll meet together in downward facing dog. Take a big breath, fill up, empty. Step your right foot through, warrior one. Root down, reach up, press all four corners of your back foot firmly into your mat. Bring your hands to your mat, chaturanga. Option to float your right leg high. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one, root down, rise up. Stay for the exhale. Take one more breath, fill up, chaturanga. Option again to take your left leg high up your mat, purely optional, or come down onto your knees. Take a breath, inhale, empty. Come up onto your toes, exhale, bend. Step or hop, top of your mat. Half lift, bow. Utkatasana, chair. Toes together, heels apart. Allow yourself to shift a little bit more weight into your heels. If you've come to my class before at the studio, you know I love this pose. You know I hold you here for a while. And what I want you to think about is nothing. Nothing. Not how long am I going to be here, not how long is she going to hold me in this pose, or it's not my favorite. I think we've all learned a lesson in these last couple of weeks that we're not doing anything that's our favorite right now. So come out of your head and into your physical body. Sink a little bit lower into your heels as you pick your toes up your mat. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Take a big breath on your up dog. Empty. Downward facing dog. Right side. Warrior one. Root down. Reach up. Take one more breath. Inhale. Hands to your mat. Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Reach up. Take one more breath. Inhale. Hands to your mat, high to low. Big breath. Empty. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat. Half lift. Bow. Utkatasana, chair. Bring your toes together and your heels slightly apart. Maybe give your toes a little bit of a wiggle. Take away those thoughts. All that narrative in your head right now, take it all away. You are stronger than you know. Stronger mentally. You can do it. Just take another deep breath. Inhale. Sink lower on your exhale. Take another breath. Fill up. Exhale, sink lower. Take one more big breath. Inhale. Exhale, come to forward fold. Half lift. Hands to your mat. Jump or step back. Inhale on your up dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Root down, reach up. Open to warrior two. Reverse your front palm. Settle back to warrior two. Pull your shoulders down away from your earlobes as you sink lower into your front knee. Notice your gaze over your middle finger. Nothing else to see. Settle your gaze, settle your mind. One more time, reverse warrior. Bring your hands to your mat, chaturanga. New breath, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Reach up. Open to warrior two, settle your gaze. At the same time, settle your mind, let it all go. Take a breath, inhale. Stay for the exhale, reverse your front palm. Come back to warrior two. Reverse one more time. Bring your hands to your mat, chaturanga. Downward facing dog, one breath, inhale. fully empty. Shift your weight into your toes. Exhale, bend. Step or hop to the top of your mat, half lift. Exhale, bow. One breath, chair, take a breath, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift, step or shoot back, chaturanga. Downward facing dog, right side, warrior one. Root down, reach up. Open to warrior two. Reverse your front palm. Settle back into warrior two. Settle your gaze. Sink lower into your front knee. Adding on, reverse your front palm. Come forward into half moon. Bring your right hand to your mat, your left leg high, your left arm high, and maybe you can take your gaze to your top hand. Just realized I'm out of the picture. So I'll come back where you can see me here. Set your gaze to your top thumb as I wobble here with my balance. A block or a book even is a great tool to have to support you on your lower hand. Take one more. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale on your up dog. Get empty. Downward facing dog. Left side. Warrior one. Root down. Reach up. Open to warrior two. Reverse your front palm. Adding on, spring forward into half moon on the left. Left hand down. Block is a great tool. Right hand to the ceiling. Maybe you can set your gaze to your top thumb. Pull your core up and in. Take one more breath. Inhale. Drop your back foot. Come into chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Breathe in. Exhale. Come up onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Look forward, step or hop. Half lift. Empty. Share pose. Toes together, heels apart. Right back into the fire. Take one more breath. Fill up. Exhale, forward fold. Half lift. Step back or shoot back. High to low plank. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Get long through your side body. Open to warrior two. Reverse your front palm. Get long through your right side body. Follow your fingers. Come back to warrior two. One more time, reverse warrior. Cartwheel your arms to your mat, chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Root down, reach up. Open to warrior two. Flip your front palm. Come back to warrior two. One more time, reverse warrior. Get long, reach up. Hands to your mat, high to low. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath. Inhale together. Big sigh, let it go. Ha. Let's do that again. Big breath. Inhale. Big sigh, dump it all out. Ha. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat with your toes to touch. Lift your right leg high. Bend your right knee. We'll stack open our hips. Maybe this time around you lift your knee a little bit higher. Allowing you a little more flexibility. Maybe you rotate your ankle in either direction. And I invite you to find lightness in your left hand. Your right hand. Maybe you bring your right hand onto your waist. Maybe you play, maybe you fall out of it, but don't be afraid to take on something new. Push you to your edge. Take on that little challenge that's going to get you to the next level. When you're ready, we'll meet in flip dog. Press down through all four corners of both feet. Take a big breath. Inhale, stick out your tongue, let it go. Ha. Come back to high plank. Spin around to side plank with your right hand to your mat, your left hand to the ceiling. Option to drop down onto one knee. Option to lift your top leg high. And we'll pulse up and down here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop your hand to your mat, chaturanga. Big breath, inhale. Downward facing dog, ha. Bring your toes together at the back of your mat. Take your left leg high to the sky. Bend your knee, stack open your hips. Again, rotate your ankle if it feels nice. And maybe find that invitation to bring lightness into your left hand. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe you just pick up your hand for a moment off your mat. Maybe you bring it onto your hip. And whenever you're ready, we'll meet together in flip dog. Extend the crown of your head to the front of the room. Reach your fingertips over your head. Get long as you take in one more breath. Inhale, stick out your tongue. Let it go. Ha. Come back into high plank. Pull your belly up and in. Bring the left hand to the center of your mat. Your right hand to the ceiling for side plank. Option to lift your top leg high or drop down onto one knee. We'll pulse. 5, 4, 3. Take your gaze to your top thumb. Last pulse. Bring your hand to your mat. Chaturanga. Take a new breath on your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring your toes to touch at the back of your mat. Bring your right knee to your nose. Exhale, press back. Bring your right knee to your right tricep. Exhale, press back. Take your right knee to your left tricep. Press up and back. One more time, pull your knee to your nose. Come up onto your back toes. Hug it a little bit tighter. And step forward into crescent lunge. 10 toes facing forward. Sink low into your back knee, low into your front knee. Spark your fingertips to the ceiling. Stay with breath. Take an inhale. Exhale, sink lower. Breath, inhale. Exhale, lower. Take a breath, bring your hands to heart center. Hinge forward and twist to the right. Extend the crown of your head to the front of the room on every inhale. On every exhale, twist and rinse as you open through your chest. Take a big breath. Inhale. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Option to open your arms like wings. Take one more breath. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Open to warrior two. And here we are again. Back into warrior two. There's nothing to do here except be. Be in breath, be in stillness, and notice where you're holding on. Holding on to resentment, holding on to boredom, holding on to so many things. Let it all go. There is nothing to do here except listen to the sound of your own breath and your heart beating. Hi, Cassandra. Take another breath. Inhale. Sink lower. Stay with breath. Focus your energy into breath. Come out of your head and into your physical body. Take 3 more. Inhale. Empty. Pull your shoulder blades down into your back. Take one more breath. Inhale as you hinge forward. Extended side angle. And again, a block is a really great tool. If you don't have a block at home, you can use a hard book. You can use a soup can, big can of tomatoes. There's so many things you have around your house that you don't really need to have a yoga block. Set your gaze to your top thumb as you twist and open a little bit more. Take a breath. Inhale. Twist. Take another breath. Breathe in. Exhale. Bring your toes to touch the back of your mat. Take your left leg high. Pull your knee to your nose. Exhale, press back. Pull your left knee to your left tricep. Exhale, press back. Pull your left knee to your right tricep. Exhale, press back. Pull your knee to your nose one more time. Come up onto your back toe as you hinge forward. And step forward into crescent lunge. Sink lower. Get long through your side body. Allow your back heel to come right up over top of your back toes and notice the length through your side body. As you spark your fingers to the ceiling, take one more breath. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center and twist to the left side. Notice here if you're dumping into your left side body. Allow the crown of your head to lift a little bit higher to get a little bit more length through your side body. Stay with breath. Shift your weight onto your back toes. Option here to open your arms like wings. Take one more breath. Inhale, look up to your top thumb and open to warrior two. Settle your gaze, your drishti over your middle finger as you sink lower into your front knee. Stay with breath. Notice the sound of your own breath. Let it be the music in the room. Take one more inhale as you hinge forward. Take extended side angle. And again, here noticing where you're dumping into your left side body. So block is a great tool to help you lift the crown of your head a little bit higher than your heart. As you set your gaze to your top thumb, stay for 2 more breaths. Bring both hands to your mat, chaturanga. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Stay for 3 breaths. Inhale. Get fully empty. Take a breath in. Breathe out. Take one more breath. Fill up. Walk your feet halfway up your mat. And with your toes to touch and your knees wide, place your hands underneath your shoulders. And we'll take 5 leapfrogs. Soft landings, they don't have to be big, just the sensation of getting your feet higher than your hips. Maybe one day coming all the way up into handstand. When you completed all 5, we'll meet at the top of our mat in a forward fold. If you wanted to take on more than 5 frog hops, by all means take as many as you need to. We'll meet here with our feet hip-width distance apart. Grab a hold of both elbows and we'll just take a ragdoll for a moment, rock side to side. Shake out your head yes or no. Release your elbows, take a half lift. Fold. Toes together, heels apart, Utkatasana, chair. Sink a little lower into your heels. We've been here before. You know what to expect. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, sink lower. Take one more breath. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Bring your hands to heart center and twist to the right. Option here to take side crow if it's in your practice. Option to open your arms like wings. Notice where you can twist and rinse a little bit more. Lengthen the crown of your head to the front of the room on your inhale. Twist and rinse a little deeper on your exhale. Take a breath. Inhale. Stay for the exhale. Take one more breath. Fill up. Exhale, come to forward fold. Split your feet hip-width distance apart. And with your peace fingers, scoop up your big toes. Allow the crown of your head to hang forward towards your mat and your elbows to fall wide. Engaging your biceps. Pull the pit of your belly up and in. Engage your core, engage your biceps. Stay with breath. Parya, hello. Nice work. Keep going. Stay for one more breath. Exhale, step back, chaturanga. Take a new breath on your up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Walk your feet halfway up your mat, toes together, knees apart. And I think you know what we're doing next. We have 5 more leapfrogs. And Annetta, if you're watching, this is for you. My inspiration at PYC. When you've finished all 5, we'll meet together, top of our mat. Forward fold. Take a moment to sway side to side. Take a half lift. Extend the crown of your head forward. Exhale, bow. Chair, toes together, heels apart. Pick your toes up right off your mat. This time you can do it. Take a breath. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the left. Hook your right elbow to the outer edge of your left knee, allowing you to open your chest a little bit more. Option here to open your arms like wings. Option to take side crow. If side crow is not in your practice, maybe it's time to try. There's nowhere really to fall. You're already on the floor. Come out of that box. No one's watching. I can't even really see you. So if this is something you've always wanted to try at the studio and you've been too scared, try it at home. You can do it. You have the power to do it. Take one more breath. Inhale. Everyone together, come into a forward fold for gorilla. Slide the palms of your hands underneath the soles of your feet. Allow the crown of your head to hang heavy as you shake out your head, yes. Shake out your head, no. Maybe flutter your lips if that feels nice. Such a nice release for a clearing, to let go of anything that isn't serving you. Release your feet. And we'll set up for crow pose. With your toes together and your knees apart. Bring your hands in front of your knees. And hinge forward as you rest your knees into your triceps. Crow pose with both toes on your mat. If you're ready to take flying crow, lift both toes off your mat. Maybe one toe, maybe the other toe. Stay with breath. Stay for one more big breath. Inhale, shoot back or step back to chaturanga. Inhale on your up dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Find the top of your mat. Half lift. Bow. Reach all the way up. We'll take eagle pose on the right. Take your right leg over, your right arm under. Modification to take genie arms. If this is a little too much for you or maybe uncomfortable, allow your elbows, your hands to match your elbows, shoulder height. Sink lower into your standing leg. Allow your shoulder blades to pull together. As you get longer and taller, stay with breath. Inhale. Exhale, sink lower. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, sink lower. Take one more breath. Inhale. Reach up. And we'll take eagle on the other side. And I might have called that side crow earlier. I don't remember. My apologies if I did. So eagle pose on the left, left leg over, left arm under, option again for genie arms. Pull the pit of your belly up and in. Hug in through the center line. Pull your inner thighs together. Knit your low ribs together. Focus your drishti. Something at the front of the room that isn't moving, and stay with breath. That's all you need. Breath and drishti. Take one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, release. Reach your arms up overhead. We'll take eagle one more time on the right side. Right leg over, right arm under. And again, hugging in through your center line, we'll put our eagle to sleep on 5 counts. 4, 3, 2, hug in, and unravel to airplane. Just turn so you can see me a little bit better. And activate the muscles all the way through your back leg, through your top leg, all the way down into your toes. Pull your shoulder blades together, allowing a little bit more up dog in your chest. Take a breath, inhale, bring your hands to heart center. And take half moon on the right. Left hand comes down, right arm to the ceiling. Option again for a block. Notice where you can maybe flex your back foot a little bit more. Pull your toes to your nose. Focus your drishti. You got this. Stay for one more breath. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Take a breath. Inhale, come all the way up to stand. Take eagle on the left side. Take your left leg over, left arm under. Hug in as we put our eagle to sleep on 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze tight, and slowly unravel to airplane. Square your hips to your mat. Lift your back leg a little bit higher as you flex your toes to the floor. Take a breath. Inhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take half moon. Right hand to your mat, left hand to the ceiling. Notice where maybe you can open your chest a little bit more. Maybe you can reach back for your back foot. Take whatever you need to in this pose. It doesn't have to look perfect. It doesn't have to be pretty. It's your practice. Take another breath. Breathe in. Exhale, come to forward fold. On your next inhale, rise all the way up to stand. Pick up your right knee. With your left arm to the ceiling, open your knee for single standing leg raise. Come back into center. Drop your right foot to the mat. Pick up your left knee with your right arm extended high and open for single standing leg raise. Stay with breath. Notice if you're wobbling, spread your toes a little bit wider on your mat. Take another breath, inhale, come back to center. Drop your foot to your mat. And we'll take tree pose on the right. Pick up your right foot and bring it to your inner thigh or to your calf. Press your thumbs into heart center. Option to grow your tree. From here, you can express your arms outward. Maybe set your drishti, your gaze a little bit higher. Maybe find a little back bend if it's there for you. Let your breath be what carries you through the pose. Stay with breath together. Inhale. Let it all go. Take one more big breath. Fill up. Exhale, come down. We'll take tree on the other side. Left side, tree. Option to bring your foot to your calf or to your inner thigh. Thumbs to heart center. Option again to grow your tree. Notice that maybe balance feels different on this side. Maybe it's easier for you. Sometimes we just credit the pose by saying, I can't do this because the other side didn't work out. But it's all there for you. Just a different perspective, a different side, different try. Stay with breath. Lift your eye gaze another 2 inches higher. Take 2 more breaths. One more. Fill up. Exhale, come down. We'll meet at the top of our mat in Tadasana. Turn your palms forward, your feet split hip-width distance apart. Take a breath, inhale, empty. Breathe in as you reach your arms up overhead. Exhale, come into a forward fold. Take a half lift. Shoot or step back into Chaturanga. New breath on your up dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one, root down. Reach up. Open to warrior two, settle your gaze. Trikonasana, straighten your front knee as you hinge forward. And reach down to a block, to the floor, to your mat, to your outer edge of your ankle or the instep of your front foot. Wherever you are in this pose, notice if you're dumping into your right side body. With the crown of your head a little bit higher, a little bit more length. Set your gaze to your top thumb. On your next inhale, come all the way up to stand. Pivot 10 toes forward. Bring your hands onto your waist. Pull your shoulder blades together as you set your gaze to the ceiling. Come into a forward fold. Option to come into headstand. Bring your hands onto your mat, stacked underneath your shoulders. And if you're still in a forward fold and you're not taking headstand, turn your fingertips to the back edge of your mat as you reach through your legs. Allow the crown of your head to hang heavy. Shake out your head, yes or no. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, headstands come down, and pivot all 10 toes to the front of your mat. For pyramid, walk your back foot halfway up your mat. Bring softness in behind your front knee and your back knee as you let your head hang heavy over your front shin. Take a breath, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, sink lower. Take a breath in. Exhale, bow. Take one more breath. Plant your hands, step back or shoot back for Chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one, root down, reach up. Open to warrior two. Settle your gaze. Straighten your front knee. Hinge forward as you take Trikonasana, triangle pose on the left. Option again for a block. Set your gaze to your top thumb. On your next inhale, come all the way up to stand. Bring your hands onto your hips. Pull your shoulder, actually take a bind at your low back. Pull your shoulder blades together. Set your gaze to the ceiling as you puff up your chest. Keeping the bind, come forward into a forward fold. A strap or a towel is a really great tool if you're finding it hard to keep that bind. Soften through your shoulders as you bring the bind a little closer to the crown of your head. Stay with breath. Release your hands onto your mat, stacked under your shoulders. Pivot all 10 toes forward. As you reach for the front of your mat, we'll take pyramid on the left side. Bring your back foot halfway up. Bring water, softness in behind your knees. And notice where you're holding on to tension, your shoulders. You're holding on tight to something, let it go. Take one more breath, inhale. Exhale, melt lower. Plant your hands on your mat and step back for Chaturanga. Take a big breath on your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward into high plank. Inhale, lower to low plank. Inhale to high plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do that again. Inhale, you can do this on your knees or on your toes, option to modify. Inhale to high plank, pull the pit of your belly up and in. Exhale, low plank. Inhale to high. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the top of your mat and come down onto your back for bridge pose. So come all the way down onto your back. I'm hoping you guys can still see me. Lift your hips up to the ceiling as you squeeze your inner thighs together. Squeeze your glutes together. And pull your feet together as if you're scrubbing. Scrubbing your mat together. Press down through all four corners of both feet. Lift your hips a little bit higher. Take a breath, inhale. Stay for the exhale. Take another breath in. Exhale, come down to your mat. Allow your knees to sway from side to side. Wheel is the next pose, bridge is the option. If wheel is in your practice, I invite you to take it on. It doesn't have to be the best wheel. Practice makes perfect. Practice doesn't make perfect. It really doesn't matter. It's your wheel, it's your practice. Come to your edge, set up, and go up. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, tuck your chin. Everyone together, come down. Sway your knees from side to side. We'll set up for another wheel. Bridge is the option. Even if you stay up for a quick second and come down, every little bit counts. Set up and go up. Here we go. Wheel and bridge for 5, 4, 3, 2. Tuck your chin. Sway your knees from side to side. And if you were waiting for the last one before you participated in that, this is it, the last one. Last wheel, last bridge. If you're holding back, now's your chance. Wheel, set up, go up, bridge, set up, here we go, last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Everyone tuck your chin, come back down to your mat. Supta Baddha Konasana. Bring the soles of your feet together. Your left hand on your heart and your right hand on your belly. As you reconnect with breath. Start to notice your breath slowing down. Reach forward to take happy baby. Reach for the outer edges of both feet as you track your tailbone down towards your mat. If it feels nice to rock side to side, take that on. Hug your knees into your chest. Extend both feet toward the ceiling with your hands protecting your low back. Bring your hands down onto your mat, just beside that little small of your back that meets your mat. Flex your toes towards your nose like you're standing on the ceiling above you. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, lower your feet 1/3. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale to 2/3. Take one more breath, fill up. Exhale, lower your heels to hover. Lift your head, look at your toes, and we'll pulse up and down for 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop the crown of your head, drop your head to your mat, and shoot your feet all the way back up to the ceiling. Take a breath, inhale. Exhale, lower 1/3. Breathe in. Lower to 2/3. Last breath, inhale. Lower your heels to hover, and we'll crisscross our legs for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hug your knees into your chest. Take a breath. Inhale. Sigh it out. Grab a hold of the backs of your upper thighs, and we'll take 3 rock and rolls up and down your mat. And come forward for chaturanga. Or just step back into downward facing dog. Option to take one final vinyasa. Bring your toes to touch. Take your right leg high to the sky and come forward into half pigeon on the right. A block is a great option underneath your forehead or support up your right hip. It's there for you to extend your fingertips a little bit longer to the top of your mat, lengthening your spine. Take that on. Stay with breath. One more, inhale. Exhale, press back. Option to take another vinyasa or come right into half pigeon on the left side. Bringing your shin as close as you can to the top of your mat, parallel. And if you've got tighter hips, maybe it won't be quite so parallel, and that's okay. Notice where you're holding on to tension. And breathe into that tension, soften through your hips. Take one more breath. Inhale. Allow yourself to roll onto your left hip and swing your right leg around to the top of your mat. Extend your left leg forward. Remove the flesh from under your sits bones. We'll take a forward fold. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale to forward fold. It helps to bend your knees to get a little bit closer to your feet. Option to take that on. Slowly release your feet and come all the way onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. Lift up your hips and bring them to the right side of your mat. Allow your knees to fall left. As you open up across your chest, take your gaze over your right arm for supine twist. Inhale, come back through center. Pick up your hips to the left edge of your mat. Let your knees fall right. Take your gaze over your left arm for supine twist on the other side. Take a breath. Inhale, come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big, tight squeeze. Acknowledge yourself for coming to your mat tonight. Acknowledging yourself for taking the time for some self-care. Squeeze tight. Shavasana, final resting pose. I invite you to stay for Shavasana, the most important pose of the entire practice. Our final resting pose. This is where all the magic happens. This is where everything we put into our practice, all the work, this is where it all comes together. I miss you too, Shannon. My 6 a.m. crew on Thursdays. Miss it all. Can't wait to be back in the studio with everyone. Instagram does cut out a little bit sooner than Facebook, so I will say goodbye to Instagram now, just in case I get cut off. But thank you for practicing with me tonight. It was an absolute pleasure to be here, and I can't wait to be back. In the meantime, please follow us on poweryogacanada.com for more live stream classes, and we hope to be back in your home really soon. Thanks again. Have a wonderful evening. Namaste. Antonella, thank you. Cassandra, great to see you. Doesn't seem like Facebook or Instagram is cutting me off, so we're still here together. We'll take another moment here in Shavasana. I'll keep going as long as I can then. Roll and rest onto your right side, using your bicep as a pillow. Suzanne. And when you feel complete, come to the top of your mat. We'll meet in seated position. With your eyes closed, bring your thumbs to heart center, and we'll seal tonight's practice with one cleansing breath and one powerful Om. Breathe in. Lift your thumbs to your forehead center, your mind's eye. It is the light in me that acknowledges the light in each and every one of you. I am so grateful for our PYC community. Together we say, Namaste. Thank you, everyone. It was great to see you, and I hope to see you again really soon.